Hey guys, these nuts 21985 back with another Devil May Cry video. Rocking my favorite game getting recognition, yes sir. But this video would have been out a lot sooner. It's just I just got kind of fucking busy. But you know what? I'm still on the upload grind, kind of. You know, I took the weekend. But we don't talk about that. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. And I'm going to present my ranking from all of the Devil May Cry games from worst to best. Now, the only rule that I have is I'm going to be including the reboot. That's it. And by that's it, I'm meaning like I'm not gonna put separate categories for like DMC4 and DMC4 Special Edition. That's all gonna go together. And none of this Pinnacle of Combat bullshit, okay? Cause fuck y'all. That's a Chinese exclusive. Hopefully temporarily, and not the mobile Devil May Cry 4 game. No, none of that shit. So let's get straight into the video. The reboot of DMC, I just like to give it shit. DMC2, I don't like to talk about it. This game was just fucking horrible. Fuck the auto aim. This shit is just by far the worst Devil May Cry. Are there a few good things about it? Yeah, I mean, I did like some of the city levels, and like I said, I would love to see more of those in Devil May Cry. I might get repetitive in some of this shit because I've said this before in one of my last Devil May Cry videos, and I'll put the fucking card wherever. But yeah, this game was just pretty fucking bad, and then the bosses were super fucking annoying, and then like the only thing you could do in this game is just sit back and use the machine guns. Honestly, that was like the only chance of survival you got in this fucking game when you're playing with Dante, at least. With Lucia, I don't even fucking know. The fucking amulet thing was kind of dumb in my opinion. The fucking devil arms, what are those, bro? They're just called swords in this game. They do the same shit, just different stats. It's not even a hack and slash, it's like an RPG. Cause you don't even unlock moves for these bitches, you just fucking level them up. DMC2 has got to be by far the worst. And another good thing about it is I would like more of the Dante parkour with the trickster, you know, like how they made it better in DMC3. But this fucking like dialogue and shit too with Dante was super awkward, and I don't know if they thought this was top tier voice acting. These motherfuckers thought they were Dragon Ball Z in Portuguese or something.
Não estavas à espera, pois não?
Contigo eu não acreditei em ti.
My dream, my life. I was going to be the king of this world.
King? Yeah. Here's your crown.
The reboot Devil May Cry, where our main protagonist is a knockoff Justin Bieber, who is trying way too hard to become a likable protagonist, and our villain is some bald bitch that looks like Lex Luthor, and then our anti-hero wasn't even a bad guy to begin with. It was just a lame excuse to get Dante and Virgil to fight in this fucking game. Characters barely fucking likable. Ninja Theory basically told Capcom like, hey bro, fuck your story, we think our story is better. That fucking half demon, half human shit, nah bro, we got Nephilims now. They basically threw everything out the window assuming their shit was better, and it just flopped horribly. Like, horribly, I tell you. And sorry for the bad quality in this gameplay. I didn't even capture gameplay. because I fucking sold this game back in 2018 so I could get the HD collection for the PS4 when that came out. This is like the only game I wouldn't really mind not playing. But why is it higher than DMC2? Because the gameplay is actually kind of cool, I'll admit it. The game, there's no bitch ass auto aim, you can actually do combos and shit. There's like classic alternate costumes and stuff like that. Virgil having his own missions was also cool, even though the missions were horrible. Some of the level designs were kind of clever. And I like to give it shit, but I will still rather play this over DMC2. And if you guys want me to, I'll fucking buy the game again. Will I enjoy it? Probably not. I don't know, but let's move on to something decent.
Need a mother. I can create it. As many as you want. Just like I created Trish.
Silence!
What a classic game, and what a nostalgic game. The very first Devil May Cry to come out was such a classic, and one thing that I really personally enjoyed about it was that it had a horror aesthetic, and that was pretty fucking cool. When I played this shit when I was little, I ain't gonna lie, it scared me when you would kill the puppets and you could still hear them walking towards you, or when you ran away from them, or when you killed the bitches with the scissors and you could still hear them fucking laughing even after you killed them. Yeah, this game right here, it did fucking annoy me at some parts because, like, dude, hard in this game kind of feels like Dante must die in the newer game. And, like, fucking yellow orbs with the checkpoints instead of restoring you mid-fight. And, like, if you run out of those, you'll have to go to your last save. So if you didn't save from the first fucking mission, well, then you gotta start from the first fucking mission. The dialogue was okay. I mean, Dante was less dense than in fucking DMC2, and he did talk quite a bit, but there were a few, and I will tell you, a few noticeable fucking fails, such as
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light!
I'm here for the sword.
Your point being?
It was originally my brother's. Return it to me, and I'll let you go, kid.
That's how you see me think it was a pretty pig when I kicked your ass!
This is where I may get a little controversial. Yes, Devil May Cry 4 for me is better than the first Devil May Cry, and there's a lot of reasons, such as the fucking gold orbs instead of these cheap ass yellow orbs. But people might be like, Nero's just a wannabe Dante in this game, but honestly, I like Nero. Am I his fanboy? No, I'm a Virgil fanboy, but that also brings me to the next thing. When you combine it with the special edition, you get to play as Virgil, Lady, and Trish, and this game probably has the most playable characters in all of the Devil May Cries, which honestly can provide for a lot of cool ideas, such as a co-op Bloody Palace, which should have been done in DMC5, just like they did for the fucking Switch version of DMC3, or shit, maybe even the Versus mode or something. I don't know, they got so many characters these days that you can just fucking make like a fighting game out of Devil May Cry. Someone put me in Capcom real quick. But anyway, yeah, Devil May Cry 4 is honestly really cool. The fact that it was the introduction to Dante's freestyle mode, and then, you know, you get iconic weapons such as the Lucifer, the Pandora, and all this other stuff. I feel like DMC3 was the start of the iconic weapons, and DMC4 didn't have much to provide for, but it still kind of held it down, to be honest. Graphics were great, and DMC4 kind of did look anime-ish, especially with the Lady and Trish fan service, but hey, I like the fucking boobs, and I know y'all do too. So, combat's also really good. One thing that I didn't really like about this game, how they made the characters really DPS, and that was kind of one thing that bothered me, and also some of the enemies were like really super cheap. It was pretty fucking annoying. And you know, they got rid of Super Sparta and Super Corrupted Virgil, and then they didn't do alternate costumes anymore. It was more like alternate colors. But I mean, with everything else, I think it's a good game. I think it's better than the first Devil May Cry. And then, you know, you also get your little turbo mode. You do DMC3, but DMC4, it's a lot faster for some fuck-ass reason. And then PC modders also get to have a lot of fun with this game because they get to do a lot of fucking, like, unbelievable shit when it comes to those mods. And the story is also really good. And then it's also very comedic, and Dante has probably, in my opinion, been the most charismatic in this game, if not counting DMC's 3 and 5. The only problem was that I don't know what was up with their microphone volume, but they sound soft-spoken as shit most of the time. That was one thing that did bother me. And Dante getting old, but I mean, he still looks good. He still looks good, you know? Nero, you know, lots of fanboys. And that's pretty much what I have to say about this game.
Wow, this thing got real big. You trying to compensate for something?
Yes. Your incompetence.
By the way, how'd it feel catching up with your kid?
There's no need for us to catch up.
Well, with an attitude like that, you're never gonna meet your grandkids.
That's enough. I don't want to hear it. Now, don't get in my way.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I love Devil May Cry 5. My fucking old ass videos, man. I was so fucking hyped for this game. And I still love it, but why do I have it as second best for me? Well, the combat is way too fucking long. I would not even finish my stream on my Dante Must Die run because the combat just takes forever in this fucking game. Also, I didn't mention this in the DMC4 one, but man, DMC4 has had the toughest fucking S-rank mission fucking procedures, whereas DMC5 has probably the easiest ones. And then Virgil coming back was amazing, and then fucking like Nero with the prosthetic arms, and then his new Devil Trigger, so fucking great. And honestly, Dante and Virgil's Devil Triggers are really good. This game also gave us probably some of the best OSTs out there, man. Bury the Light, by far best fucking theme out there. You can argue with me on that. I will stand by that. I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick. And then, yes, there were some cheap demons, but I mean, it was still fun to play. It was still fun to play. The bosses were kinda... Goliath was great. The Flying Bitch was okay. The fucking... other fucker that, you know, you get the Cavalier out of was also really good. There were some plot holes here and there, but I kind of discussed those in my last video. It's still a good game. Also, another thing that kind of bothered me is that, like, this game has a lot of content potential, and they didn't really bother tapping into that. All they gave us was what, Virgil as a playable character, and then the Bloody Palace update. Like I said earlier, they could have done a co-op Bloody Palace, and then they also could have brought back like a lot of different characters from different games. Like, you know, games these days got battle passes and all this shit, DLCs, crossovers. Fucking Devil May Cry could have done crossover characters, like fucking Bayonetta or Raiden from fucking Metal Gear Rising. Something like that would have been pretty cool. Honestly, like, if they don't want to do it with companies that aren't Capcom, you know, they could do it with their own, such as like Ryu from Street Fighter beating the shit out of a fucking demon, and then his Devil Trigger being like Evil Ryu or something. And then if they want, you know, it'd be pretty fucking cool to see a Tekken crossover where you play as Kazuya Mishima and then you fucking have his Devil Gene be the Devil Trigger. How will that function into Devil May Cry mechanics? We'll figure it out. Someone fucking put me in Capcom right now, man. I got some ideas, let me tell you. Also, they brought back a lot of like cool references from older games, and they were just executing it really well. Another thing that kind of bothered me about this game though is the character designs. Some people may like them, I did not. Nero looks like Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians. Dante looks like a weird hack and slash version of Santa Claus. Nero looks like he wants to speak to your manager. Nico is like, I don't even know. Trish is ugly. The only decent one is Lady. I'm sorry, you can come at me for that, but that's personally how I feel. It doesn't mean this game is bad. Oh yeah, also V's character design was decent as well. Also, I'm pretty sure V got quite a bit of fanboys. I know a lot of people were hyping him up in the trailer, and he was quite worth the hype. He's just really easy to play with, and well, it's a hit or miss, honestly. It could be either really easy to play with when it comes to veteran Devil May Cry characters, because you can fucking do beginner, fucking easy ass, no hit runs and shit like that with V. And like for beginners, I guess he's kind of hard to play as. I don't know how, but that's how some other people feel. But I mean, there was really cool shit in this game, and I like how they connected a lot of the anime and the comic stuff into this game. It kind of helped solve quite a bit of them plot holes I kind of wanted to know answers to back in the day when this game first dropped. But honestly, it's great to see Virgil back. I hope they bring him back as a good guy. It probably won't happen because they need something to keep milking the franchise, but you know, it'd be cool. Who knows? Dante and Virgil might fucking die and it's just gonna be Nero or some shit. But I hope that's not the case. Let's just get to the last, but certainly a little big words, not least.
Give that to me.
No way. You got your own.
Well, I want yours too.
What are you gonna do with all that power, huh? No matter how hard you try, you're never gonna be like Father.
You're wasting time!
We are the sons of Sparta. Within each of us flows his blood. But more importantly, his soul! And now, my soul is saying it wants to stop you!
Unfortunately, our souls are at odds, brother. I need more power.
And we're supposed to be twins.
Twins. Right.
The game that put me on the franchise and the game that made me fall in love with it. This game right here is the perfect one, and I may be putting it as number one because I may have a soft spot for it, but I know there's other people out there that agree with me that DMC3 is by far the best Devil May Cry game. Is it perfect? It is in my eyes. Look, man, we got the introduction for Virgil, we got young Dante, we got the fucking styles, we got these badass weapons, these memorable bosses, these memorable missions, and this game was just sentimental, I guess, since I have such a deep love for this game, and it has the most replayability. Yeah, some of the enemies are cheap and some of them are different fucking versions of the same enemy, but that does not mean that they're not fun to fight against, because they are. I like fucking slapping the fuck out of goddamn the Fallen sometimes, you know, even though they piss me off the most. But you know, it was amazing. And then the special edition playing as Virgil, and the Switch version with the freestyle mode and the co-op Bloody Palace. And also this game has a little Easter egg where you can do 2 players on like PlayStation and Xbox. Like on Mission 19, when Virgil comes out, one of you can play as Virgil. Also, if you have the Super Spoiler, you can use the Doppelganger and fucking have another person play as that doppelganger. This fucking game also knew where, like, it knew when to be funny, when to be suspenseful at the perfect moment, and I don't know how the fuck they did it, but it is iconic, I swear to God. Fuck these Resident Evil 4 remakes, I'm sorry if you love them. We need a Devil May Cry 3 remake, please, Capcom, make this happen. Also, bro, Dante and Virgil, I ain't gonna lie, no homo, but these motherfuckers look cute as fuck in this game. Just look at them.
Sin City was a Mavia.
This game also took two stuntmen, Ruben Langdon and Daniel Southworth, and made them goated as voice actors, even though they don't do that much voice acting. And they've also kind of set the tone for what Devil May Cry was going to be in the future. This one right here, just look, I can fucking kiss its ass all day, and it still wouldn't be enough, because this one right here is just... and there's a lot more I could talk about that I'm not thinking about right now. But that is going to be it for the day, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and agreed. Please make sure to leave a like, and then, you know, you can comment your thoughts and share this and subscribe, all that good shit. But this is, like I said, this video would have been out sooner, but I mean, better late than never. At least I did it by today. Once again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.